Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunist Zunbils. In the last episode we finished another conquest war over this county, so we have gained that, and we have a fun party lined up with our carousing focus, which will hopefully help us deal with some of these faction problems that we have. It's two factions run by this guy here, who is basically never going to like me, and our other faction has vassals in it whose opinions we can hopefully improve and get them out of that. So let's unpause and see how our party goes. Also have some ransoms coming in. Okay, this guy is going to come to the feast. Oh, unfortunately our vassal duke is not going to come. Is unfortunate. And this guy in Birjand is not coming. Or Bam. Ooh, a lot of refusals there. Kind of unfortunate. Did we send this guy a gift already? Yeah, we did. Can't afford to spread some gifts around since we are looking pretty good on money for the moment. If that seems to be necessary. Have you been sent a gift? No idea who I've sent gifts to. You haven't, so we'll give you one. Which hopefully will get you out. There you go. The Duke got out of the faction now as well, so I think we're looking pretty okay on this. I don't want to stay at peace for very long, but at the same time, I don't want to antagonize my vassals any further in the near future, so maybe if we can find a good war that I can win with just my domain levy, that would be good. Not the marriage thing here, we're looking for educate child, and we want to do it ourselves since this is our heir. So, how about you? Are you an independent single county guy? You are. You have 3,500 troops though, surprisingly. That is a little worrying. What about you? Do you only have the single county now? You do. 1,500, that seems more manageable. And for allies you have the tithes, okay. As usual, I guess we might be able to fight both of them with just our domain troops. Probably wait a little while for them to reinforce, and then maybe consider it. We do also want to at some point declare war on Karkota for our holy site, which they own in here. And it may be a good opportunity since they're in the midst of a revolt here, but they have still about 2,000 troops and probably the ability to raise a holy order, which would be annoying. And we should be on speed 4 here, I guess. Alright, good. That increases our Duke's opinion further, or our satrap, I guess. So he should be staying out of factions, at least in the near future. We have no plots available. We've been sent a preacher though, which we will immediately ransom. And anyone else that we can ransom, I suppose. Looks like that's it for the moment. Alright, our feast has started. It's great to spend time carousing in merry company while the cups are being refilled. Chief Pujman brings out a strange board with little decorated pieces explaining that it's a kind of strategy game. He assures you that it's a great pastime. It combines well with copious amounts of drink. Let's play for money. Why not? You played for hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as you tried to attack your opponent's positions without opening your defense too much. Eventually, however, you made a fatal mistake that your opponent exploited and you lost the game. So we lose 5 gold. How unfortunate. Okay. Time to get back to real life. We gain prestige. We gain +1 diplomacy. We gain, I think, some opinion with the people who are at the feast, maybe. Alright, what can we do about this guy? Since he is just going to be a problem forever. I suppose if and when we conquer a new county, we could just keep it for ourselves, give away the other county in the Duchy of Kabulistan that we hold, and then give away the duchy title. That might be the best course of action. Books have always fascinated me, and when I heard that a friend of mine is a scholar and member of a small group of people dedicated to studying books, discussing them, and learning more about our world through philosophy and science, I knew I had to know more. My friend, tell me more about the scholars. It sounds incredibly boring. Tell me more about the scholars. Oh, actually, have we had righteous imprisonment against this guy the whole time? That's amazing. So we could move our marshal there and try and imprison him, or we could just try it right now, most likely fail, and then have reason to revoke his county. Might be even better. We can give it to somebody who will definitely like us. Sure, let's try it. It's a win-win whether we succeed or fail here. I wish I'd noticed that sooner, because easy solution to our problems. And my wife is even pregnant as well, which is absolutely fine by me. We've been sent a preacher who is going to get ransomed right back where he came from. Where did he go? I thought he was a landed character, but I don't see him. Oh well. Try to find him later, I guess. So he is setting up shop in the mountains over there. I suppose we may as well just ignore his army and go and siege his county, because once we fully siege it, we win automatically. Easy to say there's a traitor in the realm by Spymaster. Let's just say no. And you have increased the Duke's opinion even further, which means he is probably well at 100 by now. So we can move our Chancellor somewhere else. Actually, Kohistan is pretty unhappy now. We'll move him over there. Did I not actually tell this army to move into his province? Oh, I did, okay. It's just taking a long time. Well, that's fine. So we are going to have to siege all 4 holdings, probably. Fortunately, the lower ones are temples and cities, so they shouldn't take too long. Got a daughter. I'm now known as the Wise. How nice. I don't seem particularly wise, at least in terms of learning, but there you go. Gain some technology as well. And you have raised revolt risk in Mandesh. Okay. Let's check and see if any of our vassals have managed to convert a province. Still just the one. Not really unexpected. Ooh, and has Karkota lost its army to its revolt? Seems that they have, and they definitely won't be able to raise any holy orders. So as soon as this war is over, I think we'll take the opportunity to declare war on them. Where are you headed? Here. Okay. An elephant has gone crazy and is running amok in the town outside the castle. We will try to capture it. A couple of veteran elephant handlers managed to snare and capture the elephant. It has been brought safely to the pens. Alright, I don't think we had any revolt risk in the capital anyway, but it doesn't hurt. My nephew became a tough soldier. Fairly average character. No real need to get him married to anybody, I guess, since he won't really give us any alliances. Unless we managed to get him married to a landed character, which doesn't seem to be likely. Okay. You have raised, or lowered the levy reinforcement rate. Okay, well that's kind of annoying actually. And we have a Buddhist uprising, which we are going to have to raise more troops to deal with. We should be able to ignore it until we're done with this rebellion though. Oh, and we're ill. Why don't we switch our focus to something that will give us health so that we don't die immediately. Let's go for hunting. It's been a while since we did any hunting. So once we're done with this war, I'll disband my troops and declare the war on Carcota, then raise the troops, take care of the uprising along the way, and then march on our war goal. Which should go okay, I think. They'll probably siege down a holding or two in the meantime. We surrender, I accept. I will revoke his title and then give it away. Actually, I'll give away this one since it's a slightly worse county. I will search for men who are not in prison and all of the usual stuff. I don't really want to give it to you, even though you're a very good character. I'll just give it to this guy. It is Gazna. Okay, that gets us back to our domain limit. We will disband our troops. Carcota, still in the same situation, very few troops, no piety, negative balance as well, so they're in a rough spot. We should be able to do county claim. Unfortunately, we're not even going to gain a whole county out of this, just the single holding, but it's an important holding, so I think we need to take it. If not now, then at some point, so I guess it might as well be now. Did we somehow raise troops over here? Why do we have one of these holdings? That's weird. Okay. Well, we'll disband this, and who exactly are you under? Me directly. Well, I don't know that I even want to keep this. Can we grant him independence? Sure. I'm sure we'll be back at some point in the future to conquer that whole county. And we'll take it back. But for now, I don't really want it. Okay, let's have... We'll meet up over here. See if they're inclined to try and catch any of these armies. Seems not. My son is of age, he became a brilliant strategist. Okay. So we could get alliances out of him. With high chiefdoms, maybe. I suppose we'll just pick one at random. I don't really feel like looking through all of them to find which ones are, you know, the most powerful. I guess they're probably mostly not going to be powerful at all. Let's take this 14-year-old one. Get them betrothed. Who is this guy at war with? Somebody else isn't taking his land. His neighbor is trying to conquer him. Some other person is trying to conquer him. And that's a holy war for Kerman. Okay, so... it's a popular target apparently. Maybe I should have taken my opportunity to conquer it while I had the opportunity. Maybe we can just take it from whoever wins there. My brother asked me for a fief of his own. Absolutely not. Except diplomatically phrased. When guests arrive, my son is the first to greet them and shower them with questions. So he's going to be gregarious, which is good. And I'm no longer ill. Which is always a relief. We have a faction. In fact, a second faction after... let's see, it's my spy master. Well, it's probably not a good idea to have a spy master who doesn't like me. We can't really do much to improve his opinion. Is it better to fire him from the council and annoy him further, or keep a spy master who slightly doesn't like me? I think we'll just leave him alone for the moment. Okay, we lost the siege of the top holding to the religious rebels. Shouldn't be an issue. We are going to be able to attack them with over twice their numbers, so even if it's in the mountains we should be fine. Though actually they'll probably finish this siege before we get there and move into a different county, which hopefully will be this desert one, for example. Or at least into the hills up here, which is slightly better. Unfortunately, we're not going to catch them there. Probably not even if we get an organizer in charge. We're only missing them by 1 day. And they're just going to stay in the mountains, I guess. We are going to catch them in here, though. So that's fine. I'll take this battle. And we'll continue to follow into the mountains. My wife is pregnant again. We'll probably end up having another son at some point, so this guy won't eventually end up being our heir, but that's fine. Okay, we'll have to follow again to this county. At least it is desert. And that will get us to 100, and we'll enforce our demands. And execute imprisoned. Alright, let's go across the river to our war goal and siege it. Get our ticking war score started. I guess it has just been sieged by some other guy. Or some other woman. Which is really annoying because we're not hostile to her and we can't siege it back, so we're not going to get our ticking war score at least until that war ends. This is the claim on Punjab. Is 90% in her favor. Not sure if that one is going to end up with an inconclusive end to our war, but we'll see. Can we siege anything in this area? Let's try here. We can siege this, okay. Apparently we're hostile to the revolt. So let's do that. And hope we can get enough war score to actually finish this war. But for now, we are out of time, so we'll have to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.